It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll get a look here at Josh Allen. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Bills and the Texans, and it comes your way next.
About ready to get this one started. Amy Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go from Buffalo. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led by the big fella, 6'5" quarterback Josh Allen.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. And if he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Allen working from the pistol. That's complete to his tight end. It's Dawson Knox. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Allen going to give it to Cook. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. That's Henry To'o on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Allen. That's over the middle to his tight end, Kincaid. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. We'll try and run here with Cook. And he is going to have a Bills first down. He has it by plenty. They keep the drive alive here on 3rd and inches. They'll motion over Samuel. Throwing now. Allen here on 1st down. A throw left side. Going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kamari Lassiter.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception. But in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue. Because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
There wasn't really anything fancy about the performance in last week's win, Mike. I mean, he had the 1 interception. He would clearly like to have that one back. But for the most part, I thought he did a nice job keeping the ball out of harm's way. However, it's clear after reviewing the film, he left a lot of opportunities out there. I think there was a lot of meat left on that bone. The 2 touchdown passes, those were great. But if he's going to continue to lead his team to more wins in the future, he has to do a better job identifying those mismatches, finding those opportunities, and when they present themselves, he's got to take it.
Oh, got to be careful here. Looks like they're just going to avoid the safety, but not by much. That was close to being a disaster. On 3rd down, they go with Pierce. They tried the same thing and a similar result. Back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. Here comes 4th down.
Well, maybe he's counting a little bit, Mike, on this defense being in pass mode, and maybe you can catch him off guard with the run call. In this case, the defense was ready for all of it. They hold them to no gain. They're going to have to bring out the punt team.
So, on 4th down, on comes Tommy Townsend to punt for Houston. Now a fair catch called for and taken right at the midfield stripe. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And his numbers this season, eye-popping in a lot of categories. Let's just show you one. He is the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. Now Allen on first down. In trouble, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Allen will throw. They'll set up the screen to Cook. Third and long. From the gun, Josh Allen. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. The Texans offense ready for their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. A marker comes in as he goes down. It is a sack, and that flag definitely in the area of holding. On the ground to begin the drive with Pierce. He'll take this forward maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. So that'll move them back half the distance, and they'll try it again. On first down, they'll start with Mixon. And he's going backwards here. They're going to take him down, back at the 5.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
So that'll cost them half the distance. Stroud gives it to Pierce. And this sequence, not one to build on. He's going to lose yardage on the 3rd down, and quickly it brings up 4th down.
This is a spot you just love to be in as a defensive player. I mean, you've got him backed up so far, you're not really fearing any play call, let alone a run. Sit a couple guys back, keep the ball from being thrown over your head. Everybody else track the ball, comes up well short.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Bills offense, and Josh Allen head back onto the field. And this defense has to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the first half that has really given them fits. He's got that complete to Knox. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And that'll be batted down and incomplete.
It's his ability to change direction. He's able to go from his back pedal to then driving that route fast enough that he gets to the ball immediately as it arrives, and he's able to knock it down.
He'll drop this underneath to Cook. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. That's Palmer, the man in motion. 3rd and 2. Now Allen. He'll try and get there on the ground. And Allen, a guy who usually gives as much punishment as he gets, slides down here, but he's got the first down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He'll find his running back, Cook. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He'll complete that to his fullback.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Now it is 1st and goal. Allen going to keep it on the zone read. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
This one complete to Palmer. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. This the 8th play of this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Now it's Allen. It is brought in the end zone. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Buffalo. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Texans offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Still 2nd down.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. He'll spot his big tight end. That's Dalton Schultz. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The offense is trying to stretch the field vertically. They're trying to put as many receivers into the coverage deep as possible. But you know what you need? You need time. You need to allow those guys to get downfield. But when you have a pass rush like this, they don't let that time unfold, and that pocket collapsed and results in a sack. The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Bills offense and Keon Coleman set to get back to work. They lead it here in the 2nd quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. Allen into space at the 45. Still going inside the 20. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 74 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. Pass now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bills move out on top, 14-0. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Pierce. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll stay on the ground with Pierce. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5. To throw, it's Stroud. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A run up the middle with Pierce. And he's just pushing guys out of the way, powering forward for a gain of 8. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Mixon. Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So that one going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out, and he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the 1st half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Now Allen. That one caught. It's Knox, the tight end. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off the zone read, it's a give to Davis. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Allen going to give this to Davis. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. Here's Allen. Got his man at the 6. And he will get into the end zone. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Bills. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Bass's kick is good. And the Bills will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Here comes a return from the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Texans offense ready to take over possession of the football. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. Got a man. It's that rookie 3rd-round pick. And he's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half, putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase 1st downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup, because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they're into field goal range now, as he's got the 1st down at the 26-yard line. They'll go play action with Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Stroud. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he'll be taken down. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. 1st down and goal. And And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. So the ball's still at the 8-yard line for second down and goal. Here's Stroud. That is caught by the tight end, Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Houston.
You know, he spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Fair, Baron. Good on the point after. And the Texans get back in it. It is 21-7. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. So we have come to halftime here at Orchard Park with the Bills out front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
The Bills were led in the first half by their all-world quarterback, Josh Allen. He was slicing and dicing this defense and wound up with 3 touchdown passes in the first half. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. This one taken at the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to see what they can do. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down. On play action, Stroud. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Denford. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. Throwing now. Allen here on 1st down. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be taken down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to...
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one. And he'll get this down to the 14-yard line. 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Pass's kick is good. And the Bills have run out to a 24-7 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
And, Mike, I think as they try to find themselves clawing back in this game, they're going to have to make a concentrated effort here in the second half to continue to get him involved. Give him opportunities in space with the ball in his hand, and chances are, when he has it, good things happen.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
That one underneath here to Mixon. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. To throw is Stroud. That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. 10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. It's good for a Texans 1st down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Texans.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans back within 10. It's now 24-14. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. A return now from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bills offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
From the gun, Josh Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He gets it to Samuel, left side. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. The Bills bringing on the punt team, as he's on to punt for the second time. A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. He'll get about 2. That's Gregory Rousseau in on the stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Back to throw. Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And he will go all the way. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Texans cut the lead to 3, 24-21. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now a give to Davis. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Allen. This one complete to Palmer. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Now Allen. Samuel has it working the middle. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short. The Bills bringing on their punting unit. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. There's Nico Collins and his Texans teammates getting set for their next possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now Stroud. This one complete to Jordan. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A run here with Mixon. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down. Now whistles here, and a penalty. It makes somebody move early up front. From the gun, here's Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's Pierce. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. They'll try and run it here with Pierce. The Texans getting all set to punt. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. That's taken at about the 14. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Allen going to make the read and hold on here. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. 2nd down and 8. Allen going to give it to Cook. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Allen working from the pistol. The throw on the run is complete. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. 20-yard pickup there. Good for a Bills 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
A run here with Davis. And some good blocking, springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw. He's got his man. That's Coleman.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. No handoff. He'll keep it himself. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Buffalo. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. That's into traffic, but taken in. On second down, Stroud. Over the middle. He's got the tight end, Schultz. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Now, a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line. That's on the big man, Cam Robinson. Now, Stroud. A throw on the move is caught.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on first down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable second down.
Throwing on second down, Stroud. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect. Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. To throw, it's Stroud. Backs to his tight end, Schultz. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on downs. The Bills' offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
2-possession lead, fourth quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
On first down, it's Davis. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Cook. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, they go with Cook. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. 1:54 to go. Special teams on the field, ready for this punt, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. The visitors' offense ready for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. They come up for 2nd and 2. That one underneath here to Mixon. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. And now we're going to get a timeout. It is C.J. Stroud in need of some attention. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. We are set for 4th and long. That's going to be caught.
So the key to this play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to drop in depth, you have to understand if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the 1st down. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Tackle him short of the chains, force the turnover on downs.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.